Welcome back to the R.D.C show. Chris?
Richard?
Derek?
This is From the Hip. Talk a lot about a lot of subjects.
Anything, man.
Yeah.
You know, hey.
What you got?
I just want to give a little bit of a shout out to a couple teams out here.
Oh man, sports. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm talking sports, man. I just want to say Michigan State. That was a great game. It was a little scary with our new quarterback, but everything else came together, and we finally just passed to our tight end and ran the ball. And our defense did what they did. They didn't let a touchdown happen. I mean, they shouldn't let no points happen, but I think a couple of them turnovers, gave Boise a little bit of momentum to drive a little bit, and they scored. I think it should have been about 24-3, but 17-13 will take it. Le'Veon Bell is going to be a Heisman. Man, that was good. And I'd love to get another shout out to Alabama. I know my buddy over here is not going to really like that too much, but I said they were going to blow them out. I said they were going to blow them out.
Well, I said that too. But I also say if they played the Spartans,
they would crush
the Spartans.
But I'm not trying to say it's Michigan's fault. I think it's the media. They overhyped Michigan for the game.
No.
Yes, they overhyped Michigan for the
no
game.
Big Ten team is going to beat the SEC, dude.
I think Michigan State would have done better, but I think we probably would have lost too. Yes.
Look, LSU just cut a cornerback that was a Heisman Trophy candidate last year.
Yes.
They got 3 guys behind him that are as good or better than him. Alabama's got 5 running backs on that team that are fucking power horses. 6.
Yes.
Dude, they have the depth. They're NFL quality teams out there.
Second team.
I mean, Alabama just lost 9 starters to the draft, 6 in the first round, and yet they say this defense could be better than the one they had last year. They allowed 9 points a game.
Well, speaking from somebody who's almost completely ignorant to sports, I mean, I used to follow sports considerably. I watched a lot of football in college and pro. I watched hockey, college and pro. Never really followed basketball. I used to watch baseball religiously. But I've been on the loop for a while. I don't really pay a whole lot of attention. I'm ignorant to people moving around in teams and what people's records are really right now. Having said that, I would like to make a prediction this year about a couple of sports. One thing I'd like to say is I believe the Spartans will go to the Rose Bowl. They'll be Rose Bowl winners this year. And I believe that...
That's not hard to say, though. They've been good for 4 years. So
the Denver Broncos will hoist the
You're out of your fucking
this
mind,
year,
dude.
before the season even starts.
Oh, my God.
By week 6, Peyton Manning's on a stretcher saying, Eli, you were right. I shouldn't
By
have come
week
back.
3, Denard is out.
Well, that's no shock. He's out every year by week 4 or 5. So you're not shocking me there.
Michigan will do better without Denard.
No.
He's a good player. He's a good player, but he can't pass. He's like every other running back, every other quarterback that runs around. He can't pass for shit.
They got that other
and a wide open man missed him by many yards.
They got that rookie in there. So
he's coming next year.
Michigan, you're gonna have to decide is Denard a running back or a quarterback because you can't have both. Not in the same player. Make a change there, please. I don't think that Denard is a terrible player in anything. He's a very talented person, but it's not going to work.
Look, I'll speak up for Michigan. I'm a Michigan fan. The only thing I'll tell you is this. Michigan will hang with every team in the Big Ten. Whether they beat them or not, they'll hang. Which will only prove my point that any team in the Big Ten would have faced Alabama would have gotten crushed. Alabama crushed Michigan State 2 years ago. They crushed Penn State last year. And they'll crush Michigan this year. They would crush Michigan State this year. Michigan State doesn't have the balls to take on a big dog like that.
Yeah, we do.
They're so powerful, but what's the toughest team they face? Michigan?
Because we couldn't get them this year. You guys got them this year.
Boise is not get them. Boise is not on the same level as Nebraska.
Oh, you're out of your mind.
I'm out of my mind.
Yep.
People, comment on that. Is Derek right? Is Boise on the same level?
Chris Peterson is 73-6. For his first 7 years.
When has he ever taken on somebody like Alabama?
He's taken on Oklahoma. He's taken on Georgia. He's taken on Va Tech. He's taken on Georgia Tech. And he's beaten them all.
The only one of those teams that was good.
He hasn't taken Alabama. He hasn't played LSU.
The only one of those teams that was good when he beat them was Oklahoma.
Georgia.
No, Georgia was not good when they played. Georgia had lost 2 games that year. 2 or 3.
The first 2?
Yeah, the first 2 back to back.
And then they won the next 10.
Doesn't prove that Boise was that great. And they got beat by you guys in the bowl game that year. But they were dominating you. They were dominating you at the half.
No, they weren't.
Georgia was dominating you at half.
Turnovers.
Yeah, they were fucking you up at halftime. You guys were scared because you were sitting
came
here
back
telling
once,
me,
so it
"Oh,
doesn't
here we
even
go
matter."
again. Here we go again."
Well, they came back once, so it doesn't matter.
Look, Spartan fans, you got a lot to be happy for. It's been a
It's all
miserable,
good.
miserable.
Hey, and I've been a
long
Spartan
time.
fan for a long ass
Right,
time.
so he's
whatever.
never had,
Shit.
he's never known winning, so he's a little overexcited now that they're winning. He thinks
No,
they're
I'm
gonna
not
dominate every
overexcited.
game.
I'm not overexcited, but they could win every game this year
They won't
because they usually have a hiccup.
because they're Michigan State. they're the Big Ten.
No,
It's the
because
Big
they're in
Ten.
the Big Ten. It's not because they're Michigan State.
Well, right, but it's my point. The Big Ten always does that. How many times?
Whatever, little brother.
Look, when
Whatever,
Michigan-
big brother.
When Michigan won the
Shit.
championship in '97,
fuck?
how many years after that should they have been in the picture? They had dominating squads for 5 years after they won it in '97. Lloyd
Michigan?
Carr,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
Lloyd
yeah.
Carr should have had him there more than once, but they had a hiccup. Same thing with Ohio State.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything about Michigan State. I'm
Well,
saying it's the Big
Ten is
Ten.
fucking hard, man.
Now maybe the Big Ten's tougher than everybody says, and the SEC's got 1 or 2 teams that's dominating. All I know is,
think
and
it
you
is
can
top
tell me
heavy.
all you want
I
about
think
your
it's top
defense.
heavy. It's
Over the
shit this year.
10 years.
Fuck Alabama. We'll fuck them up this year.
Yeah.
I'll be playing this year.
Oh,
I'll be playing the championship.
You know, if they make it to the championship, you will.
Well,
And
then we
I'll
will.
root-
That's
I'll
what we'll
root
have
for
to
you.
do.
But the only thing we can
That's
go
what we'll
off
have to
of
do.
is the last
And we're gonna
time.
beat them motherfuckers.
The only thing we can
I'll
go
bet you
off
$20.
of-
Dress up as
$20.
Sparty if they make it.
I'll
That's what
bet
he
you
just said.
$20.
Look, the only thing we can go off of is the last time they faced them. And now you can tell me all you want.
Yeah, we
a lot
can.
of those
That's
kids,
cool, man.
A lot of those kids on your defense
That's
were there
cool.
2 years ago and got ran over by Trent Richardson and those
Do you
guys in
have
that bowl
anything
game.
that-
We're gonna
wanna
learn,
talk
but
about-
they learn from that shit. Players
Right.
learn from shit.
I'm sure Michigan.
The
learned from
losing
that
team
ass
is
whooping.
gonna learn more than Alabama learned from
Michigan
whooping
learned
our
from
ass.
that ass whooping, and they're gonna go through the Big Ten like it was hot knife through butter.
We shouldn't even have been playing Alabama that year.
Neither should we have yesterday.
Anybody should. No, but that was a scheduled game.
Well, you guys wanted it. Hey, look, every
We didn't
Spartan
pick
fan,
it.
every Spartan fan I know
I
asked for
wanted
Nick
it,
Saban
yeah,
because
yeah.
they wanted revenge on Nick
Miserable rat.
Saban.
No,
and by halftime they were.
I
all
never
going,
told you
"Fucking
that
Nick
shit.
Saban."
I never
Dude
told
just
you that
whooped our
shit. I
ass.
don't want no revenge on Nick Saban.
I mean, that game
motherfucker's
was
a good ass
it was what,
coach.
38 to
I'm fucking no
7?
idiot. Nick Saban's a good ass coach, and he recruits 5 stars all day long somehow. I don't know how he does it. Everywhere he goes,
Better not be pulling the same
everywhere he
bus.
goes. But you know, I mean, hey, whatever. Do it as offensive line.
If he had
It's
stayed
like
in
6
Michigan
every
State,
year.
if he had stayed there, you guys would have won a national title by now.
We would have had like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, because of the people he recruits.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
that good. I would like to sit in the room
Anywhere
and
he
see
goes.
what he says, what Bob Stoops or
Les Miles,
Les Miles,
Bob Stoops,
Bob Stoops,
Lane
any of those-
Kiffin,
what's his name there? Criminal down there in Ohio State, Urban
yeah,
Meyer.
Urban Meyer.
I would like
motherfucking Jim
e- e-
Tressel.
even Michigan.
we know what Jim Tressel was saying, didn't we?
Even Brady Hoke, because he talked to a lot of top athletes into coming there.
What
next
about
year.
Butch Davis?
Butch Davis? But I would like to see what they tell the
Ooh.
kids to get them to sign on.
Yeah.
That's just, like how does like we're talking about Alabama? How does Nick Saban get 5 running backs? 3 know that they're not going to play unless it's a blowout like it was against Michigan.
Yeah.
But they're all 5-star, 4 and 5-star running backs that could go anywhere and be studs. How does he get them to sit on the bench and just chill there?
And wait.
And wait,
For your
look
turn.
at LSU with the cornerbacks I told you about. They cut the honey
That's like
badger,
fucking-
and they got 3 of them on the bench. They say are as good as him, if not better.
He's like-
Why would those kids sit there
He's John Calipari.
and not even play,
John
but maybe
Calipari
1 year,
football.
but know that they're on a dominating force? It just seems to me they would want to go somewhere that sucked and try to help that team win, but
He's a John Calipari of football.
we'll never know. We'll never be sitting on the couch listening to his story.
Hell no. I ain't
I
listening
get-
to that shit.
I guess that's about it.
Is that what? Did you have from
No.
the hip?
No, it's up to Chris.
Did you have anything?
No, I had a lot to say there. I'm good.
Yeah, that was shit was a good topic.
Well, I do have one thing to say. I have one thing to say.
Yeah, go Michigan State!
There is there's a radio host who likes to
Sorry.
take lots of Oxycontins, and he says a lot of times about Barack Obama. Give me some of that Barack Obama. Seems a little faggish to me, buddy. That's all I'll say about that. That's
This
not
is
something
getting
that-
old. It's
Well, it
not
sounds
really
like he wants
faggotish.
to be licking on him like he's a popsicle. I don't know. You do what you say. I guess that's all I had to say. You guys will know who I'm talking about.
But we're 100% right, so it's our own opinion.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Not to edit.
At the end of
See you. Peace.
See ya.